So, welcome to Simple Logistics channel. Today we are going to talk about FIFO and FIFO and how do we use them, how do we maintain them in a warehouse. I will teach you two methods, one without technology and another with technology. So, FIFO is first in, first out. It's the most common method of keeping the warehouse and making sure that you don't have obsolete material at your warehouse. What you do is the material that comes in first, you position that material such as it is the first material that you retrieve or that you pick up when you receive a customer order. That way, at least in theory, you don't end up with obsolete material. But with perishable things such as food and medicine, usually warehouses work with a different approach. So they work with the FIFO approach, first to expire, first out. Because when you buy these materials, sometimes you buy them from different distributors or from one manufacturer and one distributor or something like that. If you follow the first in, first out approach, maybe a material that's from an older batch and it's about to get expired will stay behind, and you're going to pick up some material that has longer expiration date. When you have a warehouse that deals with perishable goods, as I mentioned, food, medicine in general, sometimes other stuff, chemical products, then you are better off with this approach, with the first to expire, first out approach. Because if material is near the expiration date, you cannot sell it. It's a loss for your company. You have to throw away material, and sometimes you have to pay a company to dispose of this material, to incinerate it. So it's really a strong financial penalty for the company if this is not followed rigorously. So I'll teach two methods to ensure that you're going to follow these methods. So first, let's talk about FIFO, first in, first out. The best tool that you can use without using technology, the best tool that you have to guarantee the first in, first out approach is to use a flow hack. What is a flow hack? A flow hack is an inclined support, and it has lots of rolling stock. So when you put a box or a pallet or some package over it, this package will slide until the end of the flow hack. At the end of the flow hack, you have a metal plate as a stopper to make sure that the product is not going to fall off the shelf. And every time people remove or pick up material from the shelf, they are removing the material that was inserted first. So if you have a position for each SKU, you can pretty much guarantee that the older material or the material that came in first is going to be picked up first. And flow hacks comes in lots of sizes. So as I mentioned, you can use a flow hack, a small flow hack for small boxes, or you can use a large flow hack for a pallet-sized cargo. Of course, then you will have to use a forklift to insert and retrieve the material, but it's going to work. The flow hack is the main tool. If I had a warehouse, and I had to guarantee the first in, first out. The main tool I would use is a flow hack. There are some other warehouse tools that you can use, such as driving for pallet insertion and pallet stocking and pallet pickup. That can be used also to guarantee the first in, first out. But the flow hack is inexpensive, uses the force of gravity to work. It is simple to use. Everybody can understand how to use the flow hack. So it's my favorite to make sure that you have first in, first out working in a warehouse environment. Then let's move to FIFO, the first expire, first out. What you can do without the use of technology to make sure that you are going to pick up or retrieve the material that is about to expire first is to use colored tags. Material that's about to expire in September has, I don't know, pink tags. Material that is about to expire in October has brown tags, and so forth. So by using these color tags, everyone in the warehouse can see when the product is about to expire, and they can retrieve or pick up the material that's older or that's about to expire first to serve the customer orders. This will pretty much guarantee that you don't end up with expired perished goods at your warehouse. This would be the approach that I would use for maintaining FIFO in a warehouse. And then the second approach for both would be with the use of technology, would be to use a WMS. A WMS will automatically guarantee that you store the material, the older material, in positions that are closer to the pickup areas or to the prime pickup areas. And then it will make sure that when it output the orders for pickup, it will tell the workers to retrieve the older material first, because it knows where the older material is, where it is stored, in what location, and it will always tell the workers to retrieve or to pick up the older material first. I know that sometimes a WMS is costs a lot of money. The costs have decreased over the years, so technology is now much more affordable than it used to be. But you have to input all the data, so it is a lot of work to use to start using a WMS. But the gains in productivity, in accuracy, and in this case of maintaining the FIFO approach or the FIFO approach, it is so overwhelming compared to not using a WMS that I would say if you can afford it, then please invest in a WMS. It's much more reliable and much more productive or efficient than any other tool that I know. So if you can work with a WMS. These days we have WMS sold as a service. So you don't even have to have a server. You can use a cloud-based WMS, and you pay by the amount that you use it. So it's much more affordable for any company I would say uh, these days it's almost impossible to have a large or medium-sized warehouse without a WMS. Okay, so this was my tip for today. Thank you very much. See you. Bye.